States of matter. When you look around in your house or your classroom, you may see a lot of things. For example, your bag, shoes, water, oil, the air around you, etc. You can think of matter as any substance in this universe. Hence, the different things you see around are all examples of matter. In other words, anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. The smallest unit of matter is called a molecule. Based on the arrangement of the molecules in the matter and the force of attraction between the molecules, the matter exists in three different states: solid, liquid, and gas. Let's discuss each of them in detail. Let's start with the molecular structure of solids. In solids, the space between molecules is very less. Therefore, these molecules are not free to move. Hence, they are tightly packed. Because of this, solids get a definite shape and volume. But how do these molecules stick together, giving solids a definite shape and volume? It's because the force between molecules is very strong in solids and it holds the molecules tightly. Can you find some examples of solids? Here are some. We are learning a new concept here: volume. The space occupied by a matter is called volume. Now let's look at the molecular structure of liquids. In liquids, there is enough space between molecules and they can move freely. In other words, the molecules are not tightly packed due to the less force between molecules when compared to solids. Therefore, liquids can flow, and hence liquids do not have a fixed shape. They take the shape of the container into which they are poured, but they have a definite volume. For example, if you take 3 pots of different shapes as shown here and pour 1 liter of water into each of them, then water takes the shape of the pot, but in every pot, the volume of water will be 1 liter. Examples include water, oil, milk, various drinks, etc. When coming to the molecular structure in gases, there is more space between the molecules than in liquids and very less force of attraction between the molecules. So the molecules can move about freely in all directions. Therefore, gases do not have a fixed shape or volume. Here are some examples. Now let's look at some additional information around this topic. Plasma is the fourth state of matter which consists of gas of ions. It's mostly associated with sun and stars. Throughout this session, we talked about the force between molecules. This force is called intermolecular force. Also, the space between two molecules is called intermolecular space. Now let's jump into some of the review questions to check your knowledge. What is matter? What is a molecule? What is the difference between liquid and gas? What is meant by volume? Why does liquid flow? Explain intermolecular force. Explain intermolecular space. Intermolecular force is very high in which type of state of matter? Intermolecular force is very less in which type of state of matter? You can measure half glass of water, but you cannot measure half glass of smoke. Why?